story is called The Beggar by the Roadside. Jesus was out talking to the crowds of people. Remember, Jesus had lots of messages that God had wanted him to share when he brought him into the earth. He'd got lots of things that he wanted Jesus to tell all of the people. And people had really started to gather interest. And remember, Jesus was doing amazing miracles. The Holy Spirit and God's superpower was there. And when Jesus was doing amazing things on the earth. And so people were really interested in hearing and seeing what was going on. So this day there was loads of crowds of people, and Jesus and his special friends were walking into the town when there was a beggar who was by the roadside. Now, this beggar could hear the busyness of what was going on all around him, but he couldn't see. There was something wrong with his eyes, and this poor man called Bartimaeus was sitting on the streets and he was begging. And he was asking people to give him food and money because he couldn't work and he didn't have anything that he could use to look after himself. And he'd heard about Jesus in the world, and he had said to Jesus that he wanted him to heal him. But this is how he did it. So Bartimaeus was sitting on the roadside. He could hear the bustle and he could hear all of the people chattering. And he heard the noise of people saying, "Jesus, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus," as he knew that Jesus was about. And so Bartimaeus, in the loudest voice that he could, he shouted and he said, "Son of David, have pity on me." Jesus heard him and he stopped his talking and he told Bartimaeus to come to him. So Bartimaeus followed the sound and made his way to Jesus. And Jesus said to Bartimaeus, he said, "Because of the trust that you have in me, because you trust that I can heal with the power of God in me, you will be made well." And you know, at that moment, Bartimaeus could see again. He had gone from begging on the street, not being able to see, begging for every piece of food that he could eat to keep himself alive, to trusting Jesus only by hearing his name called. And then Jesus had healed him. Wow, how amazing is that? That's another amazing thing that Jesus has done in the world. From then on, Bartimaeus joined the crowds of people and he listened to all of the things that Jesus had to share and to teach him, so that he was ready. He was ready to show love in the world and to follow Jesus and do amazing things in the world, just like him. And one day, Bartimaeus will be living together with Jesus and God in God's kingdom. Isn't that an amazing story? I love hearing about the amazing things that Jesus has done in the world. Jesus is still doing amazing things in the world today. We need to trust like Bartimaeus did and ask Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit to come and help us, because he's always ready to help us.